Well, hello and welcome back. This is Chubby, and you're watching Captain's Call live on Money Control. Today we have Punjab Kings versus Lucknow Super Giants. Punjab Kings are the only unbeaten team left in IPL. In a tournament where RCB have stumbled, Rajasthan Royals have lost, and every team has found a way to get beaten, Punjab Kings have simply kept winning. 4 wins from 5 matches, one washout, 9 points, top of the table. And tonight they defend that record at their home ground, the PCNU Cricket Stadium in Chandigarh. Now, Shreyas Iyer led team have won 9 of their last 11 matches while chasing since the 2025 season. A statistic that tells you everything about how this team is structured and what they believe in. Their opening pair of Priyansh Arya and Prabsimran Singh is destructive, their bowling is clicking, and Yuzvendra Chahal, the first bowler to cross 200 IPL wickets, is spinning a web in the middle overs. Lucknow Super Giants, meanwhile, arrived today after back to back losses, a seventh place standing. Their captain Rishabh Pant, who was hit on the elbow by a Josh Hazelwood delivery in the last match and retired hurt but is available to play today, which seems to be a massive boost for a team that cannot afford another defeat. Now, the pitch today is one of the most fascinating in the IPL. It offers a balanced surface, pacers get early movement in the power play, spinners get grip in the middle overs, and batters enjoy the death as the pitch eases out. Now, tonight we are breaking down three things: what this toss means on a balanced surface, how Shreyas Iyer and a potentially limited Rishabh Pant are going to navigate 40 overs, and which specific moments decide this match. And I have a brilliant person help me do it. Now, please welcome Ishan, who brings us quick pulse predictions, data, and the numbers that cut through the pre match noise. Hello, Ishan.
Hi Chavi, how are you doing?
I am good. I think we should just begin. So, the toss is done, and as we know, Rishabh Pant won the toss and has opted to field first. Can this strategy help Lucknow to break Punjab's winning streak tonight?
100%. Given how Lucknow has been playing over the last few games, I think there's no better strategy but to bowl first. You look at the statistics from that perspective, I think out of the last few games that they've played, they've won all the games where they have been chasing rather than batting first. Had they batted first, I don't know, they lack confidence. It's scores of 146, 160, and something. And suddenly, when they start chasing, they're a whole different team. Also, coming back to this ground era, it supports chasing by a very slight margin, but it does. So it does help them on this pitch if they chase. But we have to see what happens in the first actually 8 overs, which we'll discuss right now.
All right, now the power play at this stadium is where this match gets set up, and both teams have genuine weapons in this phase. Ishan, what does the Crick Pulse prediction say about these initial overs?
So initial overs, let's say if Priyansh Arya and the Prabsimran Singh stick by, then it's a very difficult match to play for Lucknow Super Giants. It's another very tough contest there. You're looking at scores crossing 70 or 80 in the first few overs itself. Priyansh, if you look at it, has a strike rate of about 170 in the first over, dismissal rate of 35%, which is quite high. Prabsimran Singh has a lower strike rate, 30% dismissal rate. So we need to see how they navigate this. By over three, Priyansh Arya turns the game around, has a high dismissal rate but a high strike rate. If he survives these 3 overs, then coming down to over 6 or 7, dismissal rate comes down, strike rate come down, he starts to settle in, and you have a problem on your hands. Same with Prabsimran Singh. Dismissal rate remains high here, but look at the batting lineup there. You've got Vadera, Connolly, everyone who's playing there, and it's a difficult game for them. Another interesting statistic here, Chavi, before I get back to you, and this one I wanted to show to our readers for sure, viewers for sure. Look at what happens if Shami comes in the first few overs and how he plays against Priyansh Arya. And this would be an interesting matchup. I have been looking at a strike rate of 300 against Shami. Shami is never taken a wicket there. So, very interesting thing to see.
All right, now we've talked about the power play, but let's also talk about the 3 overs that can actually turn over this match. What are those 3 overs, Ishan?
For Punjab batting first, I would say those would be over 8 to 12, where the strike rate actually peaks. It's about 159 in those overs, and they lose a wicket in 25 balls or something. So look at it in an average perspective, they don't lose a wicket in those overs. So from that perspective, I would look at that from them. Also, from over 12 onwards, if you look at Lucknow's bowling with Avesh Khan, with Marsh, with Prince Yadav, it starts getting much better in those overs. So I think so 8 to 12 would be Punjab's window if I were to say. For Lucknow, it's a very interesting tie-up for them actually batting first with Puran and Pant as you talked about it. The 12 to 16 overs is something that I would want to look at. I would love to see what they do in those overs. And of course, the Punjab's bowling also becomes very interesting during those overs. Chahal, as you mentioned, is there. Vijay Kumar Vishak is there. So we need to see how they play around in those overs. Those would be the interesting overs, I believe. We need to see.
All right, now let's have a look at the numbers. The rivalry between these two sides is one of the most perfectly balanced in modern IPL history. In six IPL meetings, Punjab Kings and Lucknow Super Giants are level, like three wins each. But talking about this season, can we have a look at both the squad's strengths and weaknesses briefly? Like just yeah.
I think for Punjab, if I were to look at it, I think the strength is the batting depth that they have, right? And then the bowling middle overs that come about. For Lucknow, let's do this comparison. Let's do a very light comparison and see how it plays out. First four overs, Punjab has a strike rate of about 136, 137. Lucknow is close to around 115. Second four overs, Punjab gets a strike rate of about 145. Lucknow is 136. Last few overs, the 8 to 16 window, Punjab has a strike rate of 154. Lucknow is 135. It's actually in the last overs that Lucknow starts to hit. That's why they're such a good chasing side. But Lucknow needs to perform in the first few overs. Markram or whosoever comes into play, they need to perform better during that period, and that needs to change for them. Puran needs to stand on the pitch. Pant needs to survive that pitch period. If they do that, it's a very different thing as to what we are playing here. Punjab is a very strong side to begin with.
All right, thank you, Ishan. But let's move on to the last segment of the show, and it's prediction time. Now, Priyansh Arya, Prabsimran Singh, or Mitchell Marsh, Aiden Markram, explosive youth or experienced firepower. Which duo do you think will shine today?
I would go with Markram and Arya actually. I think that would be the match that we would want to see. But Chavi, if I want to look at it, I would want to look at how Stoinis and Stoinis and Prince Yadav in the last few overs and Mohammad Shami in the last few overs. And from LSG side, I would want to look at if Pant survives, Pant or Badoni versus how Chahal plays if he does in the last few overs and Arshdeep Singh. I think that would decide the match for us, those 16, 17 over period. That's your period to decide.
All right, we'll see if your prediction sits right. But that was it. Thank you for joining us. It was fantastic to have you tonight. And that's all from us, viewers. But this game is just getting started. But before it happens, the comment section is open and we want our viewers to answer this. Who can be your game changer tonight? Is it Yuzvendra Chahal, Marcus Stoinis, or a surprise name? And will Punjab extend the winning streak or will Lucknow break it? What's your call? Drop your answers in the comments below. Punjab Kings unbeaten, confident, and in control. Lucknow Super Giants under pressure but dangerous when cornered. Everything about tonight says we're in for a match worth remembering. But that was our time. Join us tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on Money Control Live. We will be back with another IPL evening, more conversations, and more cricket that matters. Till then, this is Chubby signing off. Thank you for watching and have a very good night.